factory, and we will show producer for this bakery equipment such as the bake ovens and the mixers and the vegetable processing machine and also the meat processing products. And now me and Tracy just standing in our factory. So first of all, we will introduce the brief introduction about our pizza oven, and later we will show you guys around our factory, show how we produce each spare part of this equipment. And dear friends, if it's your first time to watch our live streaming, please remember to leave your messages on our comment area, and our service person will contact with you very soon. Okay, so camera, please come closer. First of all, this is our newest pizza bake oven. So you can see this one here is the 2-decks one. The door here is with a unique design. In the middle, we have the thickness enough visual glass. So when the chef is operating this product, they can watch through this visual glass and check the appearance and the cooking condition about the pizza. And here, let's open the door. You can check the thickness of this door. And the whole material of this machine body is made of stainless steel. And let's also check the inside. The inside is put in with the stone plate. And some of the customers, they probably feel confused that this is the 2-decks oven, the 2-decks pizza oven. Does each deck will work independently? To be honest, you can check that we have 4 control rollers here. And here, this is for each deck. So each deck will match 2 temperature controller. And this one will control the upper fire temperature. And this is the lower button. And for these 2 buttons will control each deck. And if you have purchased some of the products, like they only will match 3 temperature controller, in that case, this won't catch the 2 independent decks for the heating, because they will share the middle heating elements inside. So you can see we have the each independent working deck. We have the upper, you can check on the upper side, we have the heating elements inside with the heating tube. And also at the lower side, we will also have the stone plate. At the bottom of the stone plate, we will also match with the heating elements inside. And many will apply this type of the stone plates because in this case, we can control the heating, just distribute it very evenly. And let's also check the lower side. The lower side for the heating elements is also very independent. So each deck will work very high efficient. And the lower side, we will also match 2 parts of the heating elements inside. For the upper side, you can also, camera, you can come closer to check the heating elements inside. Okay, and for this type of the pizza bake oven, each deck will match 2 sets of the heating elements. And although this is a 2-deck one, for each deck will be controlled very separately. And here for this type of the model, if the customer they wants the customized height for this pizza oven, you can see we will also match the movable base, the movable shelf at the bottom side. And for this movable shelf, we will usually apply the stainless steel material. And we will also match the movable feet here to make the machine can move anywhere they want in their commercial kitchen. And in another way, you can also check there are many heating elements inside. At the same time, once this equipment gets operation, here we have many small holes inside, so that in this case we can make the heat released very well. Let's also come closer to check the control panel here. Here we will have the upper temperature controller and the lower temperature controller. Here is just the switch for start or turn off for each steak. And here we will also have the temperature figures indicator. So if you control the temperature, let's have a look about 150 degrees. And let's check in this way. And the temperature figures shows also in 150 degrees. And here is the lower part. And later we will apply this pizza steak oven to show how this product produce the cooking job. And for this whole machine, if you want to have the different capacity, if you want to have the 14 inches for the pizza, or you want the smallest 6 inches of the pizza, this product can totally make any customized size you want. For example, this is a 2-steak size, and usually for each steak, we can put totally 9 pieces of the 6 inches pizza. And I suppose it can also put around 4 pieces of the 12 inches pizza. And for each steak, it will have the same chamber size. And also at the bottom, it matches with the movable shelf. This movable shelf, I suppose its height should be 40 centimeters. And if you want to have the higher one or have the lower height of the shelf, it also can be do the customized job. And here we can also have a look about this smaller size. This smaller size is different from the previous one. This smaller size only have 1 steak. And okay, thank you to help me control the panel here. And let's also have a look. It only match with 1 stone plate inside. But if you want to have the marble size, you can also do any size you want, any types or configuration you want. And on the external side, we will also have the ventilation holes. Later, I will show you how our equipment to produce this type of the stainless steel ventilation holes, because it's very important for each equipment to make the every angle detail or the surface detail of this type of the stainless steel products. You probably know that for this type of the stainless steel products, it must be very delicate or smooth of the surface. The first surface must be flat, and for each angle of it, you can see the processing of our factory. And here you can see we will also match the heat protection handle. So when this product is under operation, for example, when you open it, turn the temperature to 200 degrees for the upper and the lower side temperature controller, and you close it for a while. But probably after 10 minutes, the handle won't get heated too much and it won't hurt your hand. So this is also the considerable design for the user to operate this type of the product. And here we will also match the very small and visual glass. This visual glass is also the enforced material inside. And some of the customers, they probably have the complaint like when they receive the products and when they are operating it, the glass will break down very easily. But for our product, it won't happen that condition because the enforced glass material inside is thick enough and will protect the inner side heat and the outside temperature very well, so it won't get broken down. And also for the door here, we will have the strong and strengthened stainless steel material. And we can also check that at the bottom side, we can also have the foot space for the rubber material inside, because we also want to make the conformity of these products when it's under operation. here you can also check the very simple operation panel here for the upper temperature controller and the lower side. And first of all, you can check the temperature can be controlled from 50 degree to 300 degree. To be honest, this is also the customized part because some of the customers, they probably want the higher temperature for baking different type of food. And if you want to have the 400 degree, we can also make the customized temperature controller for you. Usually for this type of the product, we will suggest customers to do the baking job for the pizzas. But if you're selling this product to the Italian countries, they probably will apply this product for bake the baguette or the ciabatta. And for this type of the hard dough bread, you can also apply the stone plates inside to make the cooking job. And you can also see the surface of each angle that our workshop do the processing job. And when your hands just cross each angle, it won't hurt you too much. And also for the whole stainless steel part, it looks also very delicate. And let's check back this product because later we will apply the upper deck for baking the delicious pizza. And later Tracy will help me to do the baking job. And first of all, we will set the temperature about 200 degrees. And here the indicator shows that the temperature is around 180 degrees. So once the chef just want to adjust any temperature they want, they can just adjust the temperature here to 200. At the lower side also for the 200. Yes, we will later do the baking job for the pizza. So it will request 200 degrees for both upper and lower side heating elements. And it will probably need around 5 minutes to do the baking. Now here the temperature indicators shows that the figure is around 180 degrees. And later when we find that the temperature turns to 200, we can just open the deck here to have a cooking job inside. And here we would like to introduce the handle here. There is also the heat protection for the user. And for example, if the chef just doing the cooking job for the temperature over 200 degrees, some of the deck oven, the glass probably will be very heated and will be hurt your hand. But for the handle here, we apply the plastic material so that the heat won't pass to the handle. And once the chef opens the deck oven door, it won't hurt the hand. And here we will also have the handle here to release the heat inside. So once you find the temperature is too high and once you finish the cooking, you just push this handle and the heat will be released very quickly. And also you can check for these two decks pizza oven. It can be controlled separately for the upper side and the lower side. For each deck, we will match with the separate operation control panel here and also the heat released handle. And here we just control the temperature in 200 degrees. And you can also check the indicator light is on and the temperature is around 190 degrees. And later when this turns to 200 degrees, we will try to do the tasting job. And here for the lower side, the control panel will work individually because once the chef, they want to have the timer section for this type of the product, we can also do the customized timer function for you. So usually for this type of the oven, it will stop automatically for the chef to set the timer. And here let's also check the inner side. Check the inner side because we also have the light inside for the chef to check the baking condition of each food. And we will apply one light for each steak. And here for the lower side, you can also find on the right side, we will match with the light inside. So once the chef is doing the cooking job, they can just check outside for the food condition from this visual glass. This glass is wide enough for the chef to have the inspection job, because some of the chefs, they will probably have the product with a smaller window, but for our window, it's very wide and big enough to check all pizza conditions inside. For this type of the pizza oven, it looks much bigger than the other normal side because we will have the customized chamber inside. And for this one here is probably 80 and 60 centimeter inside, but we can also have the smaller size if you want. And also for the external side, we will have the ventilation holes for the heat to release outside. So once the chef just finished the baking job, they can totally just pour that handle for heat to release immediately. And it's very important for the pizza steak oven to have the very evenly heat inside. And you can also check the design for each door. Once you just close it, here we have the small knob here to match the door gasket very well, because for this type of the pizza oven, when it's baking, the temperature inside must be very accurate so that the pizza will be baking very delicious. And also for the heating inside. For this type of the pizza oven, we will apply 2 sets of the heating elements inside. One set is for the upper side and one set is in the lower side of the stone plate. And later, our partner will do the baking job for you, and we will apply this. It looks very unique. It's not the round shape, and we will apply this square shape of the pizza inside this pizza dough oven to show how this baking job works. And first of all, we have make the temperature in 200 degrees, and the temperature figures shows that it actually exceeds 200 degrees. Okay, let's take it to the lower temperature, because this indicates lighter here actually shows the practical temperature inside of the chamber. So if you want to have the different temperature you want, you can check the temperature figures here by testing the inner chamber temperature. And let's have before we do the baking job, let's just have a look around about our factory. And I will show you guys how we do each spare part of our pizza oven. So today is actually the very busy day for our production, because dear friends, you know that the Christmas is coming and we have received so many surged orders before Christmas, and some customers just placing so many orders now. So our factory is very busy. So first of all, you can see this equipment here is named Yahweh, and this equipment will apply the ventilation hose. And later we will see there's the small window inside for each the stainless steel plate. And it's totally automatically, it doesn't need the worker to check the accuracy about this equipment, so that we can control each angle or the welding part for the steel very well. And you can see it's very easy to operate. It's not like the other factory with the manual type. And the worker just put one piece of the stainless steel inside, and this equipment will do the cutting job very immediately. Okay, let's change another way. Here you can see we will also apply the laser cutting equipment, because some of the customers, they probably want to have the customized control panel. So if they want to have the different shape, we will apply this laser cutting equipment to make the ideal shape they want. And here you can see this is just the finished steel plate made out of this laser cutting equipment. So this is similar to the control panel of the Dake oven. Some of the customers, they probably want to have the customized design for the product, and for us, it can be totally do they want. For this Trump laser cutting equipment is very intelligent for producing the stainless steel material. Okay, let's also take another way. We have another type of the digital cutting equipment. And here this worker just put one of the steel plates inside, and it's totally automatic. They just apply in the ideal data they want. And then this equipment will do the cutting job very quickly. And for this type of the equipment, for each steel plate, it will take just around 5 minutes to do all the cutting jobs, so that the steel plate's accuracy will be guaranteed very well. Okay, let's take another way of the bending part. So this is just the beginning for producing these steel parts, because once our worker just finished the laser cutting process, for the next process we will apply the bending part. And you can see it just can make the steel plates, no matter how the thickness enough for the steel plates, you will cut it, it will bend it into the ideal angle they want. Here you can have a look. And for each angle here, you can check the processing. So once the worker do the assembling job, the surface of the angle will look very delicate and smooth. Some of the factory, they probably have the very cheap products because the processing of their products are not very excellent. And for this type of the bending equipment, we totally have 3 pieces to process with the steel plate. And let's keep on working, because we will also have more special procedure to do the assembling of this chamber. And here we will also have the welding part. So for these lines are all for the welding part. After our worker finish the cutting job and also the bending job, and for the next procedure is about the welding part. And you can see here is a finished welding of the chamber for the Dake ovens. And after we finish the chamber here, For the next step, we will apply the cotton fitting room. So on my right side is mainly for the cotton fitting area. The cotton fitting area here is the totally separate room to do the cotton fitting job, because we usually will protect our workers' working safety, and for this type of the cotton, we will store in this separate room. And once we finish the chamber for the welding part, we will do the cotton to fill inside of this Dakoven external side. And let's keep on working, because after we do the basic processing for each of the products of the ovens, we will do the final assembling. Here is the area of our final assembling. We have the Dakovens here, and for the both electrical and the gas type, we also have the electrical proofer or the gas proofer. So here you can check we have the gas oven. And you can check the processing of the external side. It looks very smooth, and it even shine very light. And here we can also see it's the gas type. And we also have the electrical proofer. For the proofer type, we have the single doors or the double doors if they want. And if you also want to have the water filling section inside, we can also do the customize for you. And here we also have the one deck, the single deck, single tray oven. And for this small oven, it's very useful for the small commercial kitchen or the bakery shop. So it can also be put for 3 decks if they want. Okay, so let's keep on working back to our pizza Dakoven. So our pizza Dakoven. So our pizza Dakoven, later we will apply that to do the pizza job. So Tracy, I heard that our pizza oven can bake for the pizzas, but it can also bake for the hard type bread. So do you know that?
Actually, I know the pizza oven mainly for baking the pizza, but if you say you still want to bake the others, honestly, I know some customer will use it bake the meat, you know.
Bake what?
The meat, really like the like the
Okay.
hamburger, the
Okay.
meat like inside, or chicken. Yes.
So it's totally up to the customers, just the food habit. So if they want to apply this type of the equipment, anyway, it's the oven. So if they want to bake it with the baguette or the ciabatta for this type of the hard dough bread, so it can totally be applied. So Tracy, please keep continuing to introduce our friends about more details about our factory and our products.
Okay, thank you, Lydia. It's really our Lydia show you around our factory, and just now the really details his oven. So now let me reveal some important parts to our customers. Just now you can see our factory really divided different area from the beginning for our process area, welding area, assemble area, and testing area. Just now behind us, you can see we have the deck oven. We still have the electric and gas pooler. And just now standing there is our gas pooler. If you have demand about this, we still have 15 tray for our gas pooler there. It's all stainless steel, really good quality. And now we can review for our factory again, and you can see here is our welding part area, and you know here is the chamber for our deck oven. You know all the oven still have the similar process. We have the important aluminum chamber, and here is our aluminum chamber. camera don't go too fast. Here are our aluminum chamber. Actually, for this kind of material, we still have the stainless steel chamber material, but the standard for our factory is aluminum standard for our chamber. And we can see the really smoothly outlined for our chamber. And here is our outlet for exhausting the heat, and we still maintain it really well. It's different from the other factory without have any too shortcoming welding, and everything is really smoothly. We use not the metal plate for our outlet. We use the stainless steel material for our outlet. You can see this is our exhausting heat part. The detail for the chamber size is really smoothly and beautiful. Okay, we can go next. And now we still can see the process how to process our chamber. The first, we already finished the process for the cutting for our metal plate, and we also use the punching machine to cut the hole. The next step will enter this kind of the welding area, and then you can see our worker will use the professional tool to welding our chamber without have really obviously welding there. Can come close to see. Let's see the chamber how to process. I know from the other factories, their chamber will be really simply processed, but you can make the comparison with our oven, with our product. Every details is really can decide the quality. It's really smoothly. You know, our worker just spent around 1 or 2 minutes can finish one welding for our chamber. This is really high efficiency for us to process the chamber. Okay, now let us go to the next part. And if you don't like our standard material for our chamber, we still have the stainless steel type. Please don't worry about this, because before we also have this kind of inquiry from our customers. Do you really have the other standard for the chamber? Because we know whatever the aluminum plate or stainless plate for getting the heat is really different. So if you really have this kind of doubt, you just let me know freely, because we really can solve this kind of problem for you. And now let us keep going on. And then keep watching our left side. And then here is the rack for our oven. When we finish the process for our rack for the oven, and next step they will combine the chamber and the rack together. And then this is the rack for our oven, the semi-finished part for our oven. We can check it detailedly, but be carefully when the camera came close to our worker when it's processed. We still use the protective cover to protect our worker. And then we can see the finished part. You can see it's really smoothly for our rack when it's welding. Because we use the professional increment to process the metal plate, when it combined together, it's not easy to welding because every angle and size is so precise. Again, we can come close to it. Please check that every angle is really smoothly. Here is the bottom for our pulver. Actually, for our dead oven and pulver, we still have the combination for it. We can combine the dead oven, pulver, and the other conventional oven together. If you have this kind of demand, you still can feel free to let me know. Recently, some customer told me because our height is rather tall, if it's possible, you can customize around 15 to 20 oven for us. Actually, we really have this kind of product to our customer. We also customize to our customer too. And if you really have any doubt of the customized product and this part, you can let us know freely. We have the strong OEM and ODM capacity for our product. And now you can see we already come close to our beginning part, and still is the left right side is our other process area. But now we're gonna let you know how the good performance for our pizza oven. So we still prepare some semi-finished food, and then we can bake and let you know how its performance for our pizza oven. I think this side is better for us to put the upholstery inside. How do you think about this, right? Because we prepare the pizza is not really enough big. I think this is rather okay, but we need to set the timer first, yes. And then around 200 degree, right? And then compared to the other factory pizza oven, and still is one of the point. Based on this time, we need to wait first. Okay. And based on this time, because now we already set the temperature 200 degree for our pizza oven. Based on this time, I still want to review our pizza oven to you guys. And you can see we have the small size and rather big size for our pizza oven. Honestly, we have totally 40 size for our pizza oven from the chamber 40, 40, 60, and 60, and 100. This is 100 plus 100 multiply 100 the size for our chamber size. So if you still have the other size or demand for customize the chamber size, we still can make it for you. And you can also check it carefully. For our pizza oven, most of them they are belong to the tabletop countertop type, but you wanna have the more taller or the height, more taller height for our pizza oven, we still can match the rack here. And the rack is easy for you to move. You can see we have the locker with our caster, and then the caster can move our pizza oven easily and your kitchen. And we still can come close to review our control panel for our pizza oven. And please kindly check there. Honestly, for the pizza oven, the customized base important factor important for our pizza oven panel is we should have the watch to show the temperature, and the second we have the control panel, temperature control panel, and on off button. But still have the customer will say, do you have the timer for it? Honestly, this is not the big problem. We still can customize the timer for our pizza oven. And then for the other factory, they will really slide, just use the one temperature controller to control the whole deck of the pizza oven. But you can see we have the two different temperature controller. One is for the upper size, and the other is for the bottom size. It's really working separately and individually. It can control the chamber size, the temperature evenly. It's not easy to get too dry. So here, one of the questions for our customers: why the pizza oven really like to match the stone plate? Do you know the answer? Actually, why we match the stone plate for our, it's kind of hot, so be carefully. Why we match the stone plate for our pizza oven? Honestly, the stone plate for the pizza oven, the first important reason is it can making sure the chamber size of our pizza oven, the temperature, the heating can be evenly. Honestly, the chamber size between inside our pizza oven is within 3 degrees, so the temperature is really evenly. The second reason why we still match the stone plate, you know, when we bake the pizza, and then the pizza need the high temperature. If the high temperature, we need to making sure the moisture for our pizza, making sure not too dry for our pizza. You can taste well. So stone plate, there are two really important reasons for it. The first is we need to making sure the chamber side temperature is evenly. The second point is about we need to making sure our pizza after taking, the taking filling will be good. Keep the moisture for our pizza. This is the important reason why we match the stone plate here. And we can keep following our panel. If you have the demand on matching the timer, we still can match the timer for you for the upper and bottom pipe. This is not important, and you can just let us know about your demand, and then we can come close to see. And for all our deck oven and the pizza oven, we still have the stainless steel appearance. Everything is really smoothly and durable. But the chamber side, we use the material is aluminum. So if you have the other demand about this, you still can let us know. At the beginning, our Lydia already showed you how to process our pizza oven. The first, we will get the mantle plate. It's really original material. And then we will go to the German charmed laser cutting and the cutting machine to cut our mantle plate. After that, our mantle plate, the semi-finished part, will go to the laser cutting for bending. And finish this kind of this process, we will enter the welding. Just now I already show you how it process. This is kind of the process for our pizza oven, including our deck oven is similar process. How do you think about this? If you still have any doubt or you want to know more the detail, how do they process, we can do it. We can show it to you. Okay, and then now we still can check it carefully. And from our here is the score handle. Now the temperature already come close to 200, but I still don't feel any hot here because we use the score handle. This score handle, even is high temperature, but you still don't feel any hot here. And please check inside our pizza oven, the door. You can view inside. It's really clearly. The glass is not the simple or the ordinary glass for our pizza oven. We use the toughened glass. The toughened glass advantage for it is it's not easy to let the heating going outside easily. The second point is really firm, not easy to get the damage. Including this part, we use the screw to make the door more firm. You can check there carefully. So the advantage can come close to me. The advantage for our glass door here, even you want to change the glass for our pizza oven still easily, you just use the tool to loose the screw, totally this screw, and then you can change a new toughened glass for our pizza oven. So we already think about how the better service, after service problem for our solution for our customers. It's easy for you to change it. At the same time, we can check inside. Inside this part, still have the damage for it. You can see this is our screw. You still can use the tool to loose the screw. Easy for you to change the easy broken spare part if you get a damage for it there. So it's not difficult. And please check inside. Our heating tube is really evenly there. Honestly, for our deck oven, more than one deck, three trays, we have matched around 9 or 6 heating tube for our deck oven. Why we need to match more heating tube for our deck oven? More heating tube can make sure the chamber's temperature more evenly. This is more important reason. Oh, sorry, I forgot to let you know. And here is our why we will match this kind of button here. This button is for exhausting the pressures, heating pressures inside the chamber. You know, when it get a high temperature inside, the heating temperature, the heating pressures is really high. This kind of loosening and lock can making sure the heating pressure is losing out. Here is the revealing for our chamber size, and we still can match that. We can go through there. Just now we go through our German charm increment, and this kind of increment and our factory is mainly for punching the mantle plate. You can see we have the two different type of our window for our deck oven and our pizza oven. The first is like this kind of shape. This is type 1. We have the window for our oven. Type 1, this kind of shape. Type 2, the window is this kind of shape. Some customers will prefer this kind of window for our oven because when even have some water there, it's not easy for the water enter inside. So this is the advantage for the window for our oven. And here this part, why we will make this kind of window? Because this kind of window is easy for the heating going out, so they have different kind of advantage for the window. Just decided by you what kind of window or the hose for exhausting the heat you want to get. And then here is the 40 multiply 40 size for our pizza oven. And then we still have the two that what kind advantage for you to customize this kind of pizza oven. Honestly, this kind of small size pizza oven, if you order more, you can put on the top when you're loading the container. And the top part is always have the empty space. You can order this kind of small pizza oven to load on the top, at the top of the container. When you're loading the container, can save more space, save money. Save space is equal to save the money. So this kind of size of the pizza oven, you can load at the top part when you're loading the container. It's really good ideas for the customize. And you can see here the small size, we match the plug, and you can plug and use, directly use the plug into the socket. Then you can use the connect with the power. And however, this is the rather big size. The camera can show we can use the wires to contact directly here. So it's not difficult for you to connect the power. If you want to get a small size, we have the plug here, but this is rather commercial pizza oven, so it's not difficult for you to contact with the power when you use the big size pizza oven. How do you think about our pizza oven there? Smoothly outline for the pizza oven. The whole body is the stainless steel. The whole body is the stainless steel outline, and the inside part is aluminum material. And then we already can show you the performance for our pizza oven. We already prepared 3 small piece semi-finished product. It's really cute, yeah, just like Lydia, really cute, right? But now we are ready to put inside. Maybe a little hot, Lydia, you should be carefully. Yeah, put down immediately and then we go away. Okay, just for kidding. Actually, it's really small size because we just for testing. It doesn't matter.
This is chicken flavor.
Yeah, wow, chicken flavor. It's really delicious, right? Or is the chicken taste. Later we can show you how good performance for it. The last time we also have the similar online show, but that time we baked nice pieces of 8-inch pizza. And how if the chicken roasting machine, and then let our Lydia already put inside, right? And now we need to wait around how many minutes, Lydia?
I suppose because it turns to 200 degrees. Oh, it get lower.
Oh.
So I suppose it needs around 5 minutes to 8 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes. Okay, we need to wait 5 minutes around this
Okay.
time, and let's see. I remember the last time the chef told us if you want to bake the better taste of the pizza, the first you need to observe the pizza inside around few minutes. After a few minutes, you can check inside. If the performer also not bad, you can bake 1 or 2 minutes. So my suggestion is you can observe it first, and then you can increase the time for baking later.
So Tracy, I have a question about this large size pizza decor.
We bake 8-inch, but 8 and 6-inch steamer, you can put one deck around 9 pieces inside. So totally, if you 2 deck is 18 pieces pizza, it's really suitable for the small bakery pizza shop for you for selling this kind of commercial pizza oven.
And I also have the question, like the customer, they want to have the certificate in their country. Can we also do the service for them?
Yes, of course. Honestly, we should be honestly to customize for the electric the oven or combination oven, including the pizza oven. The electric standard or certificate is more easier. Now we already try our best to be up and to get the certificate to our customer. You can feel free to place order because the certificate can get soon. It's really short time we can get a certificate. You don't have to worry about it. We can make it for you.
Okay, so last question. How about the package for this type of the pizza deck oven?
Actually, for the package for our pizza oven, whatever pizza oven or the other oven, we use the really foam package. It's the standard, as per standard package. We have the package for like the plywood balls and the firm, waterproof, the carton to pack it first, and then we use the plywood boards later. So it's different kind of machine, different kind of oven. We use a different kind as per standard package for it. So don't worry, even it's long time distance for transportation, it won't easy to get damage for our package.
So, dear friends, I know the Christmas in your country is coming, right? So it's now is November and the coming December. So for the next 2 months, Golden Chef will have the very special biggest discount for the 2020 end of this year. So if you just place 1 container, you can just get 1 free of the planetary mixer and the mixing whisk. So place the order, place the container order, you can get more discounts if you want. And here we are doing this baking job for the pizza deck oven. So camera, you can come closer. We just apply 200 degree for the upper and the lower heating elements. And you can check the cheese condition. So at first just get the liquid shape, I suppose. So you can check the cheese is getting floating down.
Yeah.
So I think the temperature inside is very accurate for the 200 degree because this pizza needs 200 degree for around 5 minutes. I think we already take around 3 minutes or
4 minutes.
so. I think because it's the chicken flavor, my favorite. So we should wait more, wait a little bit more.
Wait more, 1 or 2 minutes is okay.
Okay. So let's have 1 or 2 minutes waiting. Please be patient. And usually for this type of the 2 decks oven, for each deck it will work separately because for each deck we will have the matched control panel here, so you won't share any heating elements inside. So some of the factory they probably have the very cheap products. In fact, they just apply the middle part of the heating elements for sharing for the upper deck and the lower decks. But for our pizza deck oven, it did the really independent job because for the upper side, you can see we have the heat release handle for the upper side and the lower side, also the separate mechanical control panel here. We will also have the temperature figures showing the actual temperature inside. And some of the customers, if they want to have the timer section, because if in the pizza shop, the chef is very busy and they want to cook around 500 pieces one day, so they must need the very automatic pizza oven for assist their baking job. And for this type of the pizza oven, we can also do the timer section. And if in the commercial kitchen they want the customized height, okay, Tracy, you think that is almost finished, right?
Yes.
Wow, the cheese is going very delicate.
Actually, now the pizza oven almost done. You can see the performance because the cheese already up. You can see, check carefully, keep close to it. And then some customer maybe will laugh at us. This is the really rather big pizza oven when you bake it with it. Because we just want to show you whatever we put the pizza at the top, come close to the door, you still can see the performance. And then the temperature is really evenly. So that's why it can baking the performance is similar.
So Tracy, I have the question. So once we finish the baking, and what should we do to make the heat released?
Oh, actually, this is the good questions for our Lydia because few days ago we just launched the new product. A new function for our product is about we can really cooling down the temperature fast. We have the unique exclusive pattern for it. But here we didn't show you because in our other showroom for this new function, even you set the temperature like 300 degrees, we still take around within 8 minutes can cooling down the temperature based on what kind of temperature you want to set. So we have the really exclusive pattern for cooling down the temperature for our that oven, for the other oven. So this is the really special selling point. Even you get this kind of the oven, it's really special selling point for you if you can get this kind of the oven. And now our colleague will show you. Open it, right? Okay, we open it and let's see the performance for it. I really take it out and let you see the performance. And okay, Lydia, you should be carefully because it's kind of hot. It's kind of hot, and then we can show you this part first. Because for this small pizza oven, I want to say this kind of pizza oven, small size, is really hot at the home because I already get different kind inquiry from our customer. What kind of this kind of size is suitable to what kind of place? I can say this is suitable at home. You can use at home if you are your mommy, you wanna bake the pizza for the children. Will be the good choice. And the second for the small pizza shop, and you still can use this kind of pizza oven. So we have the different size and standard. Different size and standard for our pizza oven. You just can let us know about your package or your demand on the oven. We can provide it to you, including its customized service. And then we still can check it carefully first. And then here is the small size and our warehouse. It's really easy for the easy book and spare part. Still like the button for our panel. If one day you baking the pizza for a long time, you want to change the stone plate, it's not a difficult job because now it's hot, so I don't put my hand inside. You just use the tool to take a stone plate out, change new one directly. Super easy. Don't have the concern on after service. It's really hot selling product in our factory now. And then now our Lydia do the good job. And then I will take out the pizza because it's kind of hot. Okay, kind of hot. Wow, smell good. I want to eat.
Very yummy.
Yeah, it's really yummy. It's really hot too. Already finished the performance. And then here maybe it's come close to inside. The temperature is rather high. We can see. Actually, we bake this kind of small pizza. Just use around 5 minutes, right?
Yes.
5 minutes.
Yes.
And then actually for the rather big size for the pizza, maybe need to 8 minutes. Last time I remember the longest time is 8 minutes. So it's really
It's a semi-finished pizza.
Yeah.
So we have the already finished pizza base. You can see the finished pizza base here. But usually for the very professional pizza shop, they will do the dough base by themselves.
Yes,
So
yes.
cooking will take longer time.
yes, this is right. But it doesn't matter how do you think about our pizza oven. I think we already did a good job, and
Yes.
every details is clearly to you guys, including the process for our pizza oven. For show the detail inside of the pizza oven, including the baking performance. I think it's the more clearly to you now. If you still have any doubt or questions, still can leave them any comment or inquiry to ourselves. And then I think now today is the time enough. Yes, and then we can say goodbye to you guys. If you hope can see you.
Please remember to keep following our live streaming, because for every month, every single week, we will publish more newest products for you. So this type is the electrical type pizza oven. Later, we will also publish the gas steak oven, gas pizza oven. So dear friends, please remember to follow our live broadcasting next time. See you next time. See you very soon. Bye.
Bye.